Well, the Roam came in, and find what I did with my razor. I'm gonna do a little unboxing. I'm gonna do a comparison. It's my Rubicon. Just see the weight on it, and overall, it's gonna get the fly, but I didn't want to wait. I don't saddle hunt, so having the purpose of C3s. I love these things. Probably the best upgrade for straps. You got your harness, another lineman's belt, which is really good. I still use that one. And from what they said, this is basically the same seat as on the Rubicon, which I like, and I can already tell. This thing is so light. And I like how they changed the seat, where you don't have to unscrew. It's just one turn and it locks. Which didn't really bother me much, but this thing is super light. And I don't use the seat because, in my opinion, their mesh seat is super comfortable, so it is not needed. And then what I like to do, if I remember, give me one moment, with these puppies, get my gear straps. What I have found is you can't have enough of these frickin' straps. So what I like to do is, of course, put it on. And I always found that it's easier if you can bunch it. Get this turned so you can see that I'll just bunch this like so. And I love the idea of this little bungee on the end. And then what I do, I just wrap it, and then I just do like a hairnet. Oops. And then I'll just go back around the button, and it holds off to the side, and then you can close it, and then gear strap around the top and bottom like I did this. Keeps them neatly out of the way. And the only thing is, I like to put a little camo hockey tape right here, because you will, if you're dinking around or whatever, you will make noise. Not a lot, but you will make noise. And just fold it and fold it over itself a bunch of times, and it goes pretty quick. And the other thing I have found, Clifton, Denny had mentioned on his YouTube channel that you have to pre-stretch these, which I did found is true. Is they stretch just a little. I mean, you really don't even notice it, but it does stretch a little bit. So I like to get into the tree in my backyard, and I'll set it just a couple times, and that gets the free stretch out. And after that, these things are just money. Through and then on, and then I like to just slap it on the button like so. And that's out of the way. But I kind of want to get an idea on the weight. It says it's right around 7 pounds, just over. You got the straps. I got to put the top bite teeth there on. So we'll just set it in place for right now, just so all the weight is on it. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Oops. And we're just going to screw it on just to start it, just so it's on there. I want to get a total real weight. So let's see. And then you can slap that out of the way. Boom, totally out. And my razor knife. Get out of the way. And then gear straps. And I cannot emphasize anymore of how handy the gear straps are. And like so, just up and under. And then you just pin it to the side, just like that, and she holds right in place. Doesn't go anywhere, and it unloads easy. So let's see. I think they said the weight was 7.8 pounds, so that's without, I think, the straps. We are at 7.14 pounds, as you can see. 7.14. Now, we compare that to my Rubicon, which was the lightest stand prior that I've ever owned. And I don't think it's that heavy, and it's at 9.8 pounds. So, with the straps on it and everything, we're running at 10 pounds, 0.14, 12. So we are pretty much exactly 3 pounds lighter. All right, well, we're gonna get her hushed up a little bit with some hockey tape, and then we'll get her on the tree.